Okay, so it's recording. Meanwhile, I'm just waiting, as you can see, waiting for waiting for players. All right. I'm basically just gonna complain. All right. So basically, I'm just gonna complain about uh thi- this movie. All right. And yes, it's in the title. It's very subjective. All right. And you can see the title of this video is very subjective because the dirtiest reboot I have ever watched, alright, is, in my opinion, of course, is gonna be the 2010 Karate Kid, alright? And you may be asking yourself, how and why, alright? How is it the dirtiest, alright? I won't call it the worst, alright? I won't call it the worst because I feel like there is a difference for that, alright? But the reason why I'm calling it the dirtiest reboot is that the entire plot, right? The entire plot of the 2010 version is very it's very copy pasted, alright, to the original Karate Kid from 1984, alright? Yeah, basically just pasted out. I actually watched it. Actually watched it like the original one for two times now. For two times, I believe. Like a month ago, I believe, the last time I watched it. But basically, the plot goes like basically the plot, all right. And well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it unedited, all right. But the plot goes like the main guy basically moves on to a new location, all right. The new guy basically gets beaten up. He he learns, all right. He learns from he learns from his mistakes by his teacher, right? And so he beats the bad guy. And yeah, and it's basically a copy paste, all right? But in my opinion, it was less interesting, all right? When other than the acting, all right? It's kind of a hit or miss for what was this? Jade Smith, right? If I'm not mistaken, Jaden Smith. But yeah, basically, that's in my opinion. For Jackie Chan's acting, for Jackie Chan as Mr. Miyagi, to be honest, he doesn't have that much dialogue when I think about it because he sounds like a substitute teacher. That's what I can think of, right? When I think about it. And yeah, uh, sort of it's kind of, it's kind of a bootleg one, a review, a so-called review, alright? Nah, alright. But basically, yeah. I mean, I mean, then again, I'm just gonna keep it short in a way. Basically, it's the entire plot of that movie is copy pasted to the original one. It's as if it's as if they didn't bother to to adjust anything in their new ones. All right, that's why I call it the dirtiest. Forgot to mention the bright sides. All right, the bright sides at least in that movie is that uh it's at least Jackie Chan's acting at least is somehow saves it in a way. Let's see. It takes place in 2010 China, which we haven't seen that much to the mainstream. Uh, and yeah, basically that's it. Now the thing is, now if you might be surprised, all right, or not surprised because I actually grew up with the 2010 version, all right? I grew up with that version, yes. and during that time, when I watched it for like the third time, I believe, third or fourth, actually third or second time, I felt like, eh, is that it? When I was young, and then all of a sudden, I saw back in 2014, I think, on Disney Channel, which is the 80s version. All right, watching that, actually not watching, but catching that movie, I was like, whoa. It's like a gold struck. All right, like for yeah, basically, I like and basically I like that version more. For me, all right, for me, I like it more rather than that version, because yeah. Damn. It was a gold struck, right? Like, what? There's an older version for this? Like, I was confused at first, but yeah, and that's how I know that. That's how I know the original version rather than the rebooted version. So, lesson learned is that if if you try to grow up a new gen, alright, new gen kid to a reboot, one way or another, it's gonna find the it's gonna be one way or another that the new gen kid actually is basically gonna be surprised when he hears an original version for it. Like, I'm even surprised for Charlie in the Chocolate Factory that there was an original version for it, which is from s- which is from the 70s, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And no, I haven't still watched it. So yeah, that's, I guess, my so-called movie review slash rant. Sorry if it's kind of unprofessional, alright, because anyways, I'm also streaming as well. That's the reason, anyways. Anyhow, anyways, yeah, salamat for watching, and as always, epic smile, yeah. Also check on my Twitch channel, the live channel, alright? Link in the description.